So as you can see behind, in a very short moment, we'll be traveling to a village across this particular lake. And those you see in the video are students, and they have to always cross this lake, to get access to education. So Sakina, you have been there for some time now. What do you expect?
Yes, so I'm actually expecting that we arrive safely, and then I also expect the people in the community to welcome us very well, and then they give us the information we need for the day. It's not easy. That's the reason why I had to work so hard to get them life jackets, because sometimes when they come to school, you see on their faces that they are not too happy crossing every morning to school. The difficulty is sometimes somebody has to carry their canoe or boat for fishing, and so they have to wait long hours for the person to bring the canoe before they can cross to the school. Sometimes they come to school as late as 10 a.m. Not because they are not ready, but the canoe or boats could be taken by somebody, and so they had to wait. So life is very, very difficult for these students in this area.
So for the first time, I'm going to use this canoe with a life jacket. The last time I used it, I didn't wear a life jacket, but this time around, it's very important for us to wear the life jacket, and we'll be traveling there to have an experience first-hand information of how people live there. And highland, and get to gather more information as to what we can do to help these people. It's unfortunate, but there's nothing you can do. The only thing we can do for them is to look for help for these children, who are actually eager to be educated, but circumstances beyond their control is making it very difficult for them. So we'll be joining the canoe very soon, and we'll be showing you live footages, from our journey here to the other side of the world. Thank you so much. So we are currently on the lake, and as you can see, we are in the middle of the lake right now, and we are heading towards the community. What's the name of the community again? So we are headed towards you can see some of the students in front of us, and the experience is really good. And in fact, sometimes it's important to go through some of these experiences so that you could appreciate life. And so that is why we have decided to join them today, and we would be telling you stories about how students here struggle to get education. We understand some of them have to drop out of school because of this particular lake, the fear that something might happen, the fear of the unknown. And so we are heading towards the community now, and you can see it's a very beautiful place. The environment is very serene, and you see the waves. Yesterday we saw that the waves were very strong and people were very scared, but today it's very smooth, somehow smooth, better than yesterday, and we would shortly get to the community. We've done, have we done half of the journey?
Yes, we have.
Okay, then we have done almost half of the journey, and we'll be there soon. We tell you what happens there and whatever we've gathered in that community. Yeah, you can see our chief, who is also a student, and it means that without him, the students cannot go to school, and he has to ensure that this canoe leaves safely and arrives safely. So he's here. He's a gentleman, and he's looking forward to a brighter future. But this is what people here do, and they would go and sit in the same exam room with others who live comfortable life. So this is how it is here. So let me just show you a bit of the water here. See, you can see, yeah, very nice place. Nature is beautiful, and this is what nature provides. And there is everything in the lake or in the river or in the sea whatever you want here, you can find it. Water bodies are very important to our climate system. We will talk about this particular thing maybe sometime to come, but our purpose here is to go to the community and get to know much about the community. Sakina, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, sitting on the lake like this, traveling to a village like Dakalekbaji that we've been going always, it's very interesting though. But the first time I sat on the lake crossing to that village, I had a lot on my mind. I look at what these children will have to go through on a daily basis just to have access to formal education. You know, it's sometimes very scary and very dangerous. I remember there was a time we had our students were to go back to the community after school, and the wind had to carry them to another community. We were only fortunate that the boat did not capsize. And so life here is quite difficult, but we have God, so we have life.
All right, thank you so much. We have God, we have life. We believe in faith, but we also believe in preparation. We also believe in making good use of our brains, our minds that God provided. But we also believe in faith. We know that God created us for a purpose, and we also know that God gave us the brains not for anything else but to think. So we are almost in a community. You can see the highland over there. We'll be telling you much about this community. So we have just got into the community, and we have arrived safely. Most of you were praying very hard for us to get to the community. It took us some minutes. I didn't actually look at the minute. I'm sure when we are going back, I will check the exact minute we used to get to this community. But normally, these students paddle. But it is because we are coming here that they have decided to use this particular canoe. But if you look around, you see that most of the canoe here, you can see that don't have any machine. So they paddle to cross to the other side of the lake. And so it was a great experience. Sakina is here, and I think Sakina has something to say.
Yeah, so we just thank God that He has brought us safely. It's usually not easy. When you are on the lake, a lot of things will be running through your mind, but thank God we have arrived safely. Yeah.
So you also have something to say about your experience. This is your first time. There's another teacher here. Is this your first time of using the canoe?
Yes, crossing the river.
Oh, okay.
We thank the living God that actually we're been afraid, but God being so good, we landed safely. We are so grateful.
You've never
and
used.
This is very dangerous if our kids are always on this, even not by machine, always by paddling. In fact, our children's lives are in danger. So we actually seek the help of the people that can actually come in to intervene. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you too. You have seen and you have heard everything. The children over there. Sakina?
Yes, we have children between the ages of 5 and then 8. They are not going to school, and the only reason is that their parents are afraid of their safety, and so they had to grow to maybe the ages of 10 thereabouts before they can start going to school. That is why we see them hanging around. They are supposed to be in school by now.
Today's Friday.
Yes.
And you can see them seated over there. Let's go back a bit and see. You can see the children. The children, they were supposed to be in school, and they've never been to school at all, or they've dropped out.
They've never been to school at all.
Right.
Most of them have not been to school, but I think some of them also started at a point they had to stop because of fear of maybe losing their life.
Thank you so much. So you've heard it. That's how it is here. So if you are living a comfortable life, you should be thanking God and try to work harder to also feel pity to those who cannot, do not have the opportunity to live a comfortable life. So you can see this is a community now. This is a community. And you can see our gadgets that we are going to use. These are the children too. See them. Yeah, you see them. So you can see after casting the net, they are now pulling it out of the water, out of the lake, actually. Yeah, so you can see them pulling the net out of the lake. So this is Sakina.
Sakina, the fisherwoman.
Sakina, you look tired.
Hey.
But you have done nothing.
Sure. I've been working for like 3 weeks now. No sleep.
Pulling net. So you can see. So I've also done my pooling, and this is how we are fishing here. The name is who? Yes, he said he's called Zinabu. Zinabu is a female name, but I don't know how he got this name. Yeah. But we are fishing. You can see. I've told you that it's one of the things that we like doing. So after casting the net, we are now pulling to see if we can catch anything. We are pulling. See all the girls there? A lot of girls are participating. Let me just show you a few of them here. You can see a few of them. See this girl too. This is a student too. What are you doing here? You are pulling what? You are pulling fish net. he says he is pulling fish net, not a lion net, but a fish net. So we are done for the day. We've gone to take whatever information we needed, so we are going back to where we came from, and you can see the people are goodbying us. Yeah, it was a very good experience. I mean, traveling to the highland, and in fact, we have a very good story to tell. So what is the experience you can share? I mean, we went through the community. You've listened to what the people are saying. What experience do you have to share?
Oh, good afternoon once again. Actually, we went and then everything went on successfully. And the people, they actually accepted us in. And then the information that we've gathered from them, indeed, actually need help, actually, as they said. So everything went on well with us. Thank you very much.
So you've heard from him. So we are moving now. You can see once again the one who took us to the community, taking us back again. Sakina, What do you have to say? It's been a hectic day so far.
Yeah, sure. I think it's worth it. The information we needed in the community, we had it, and I think that with all that they have given us and the experiences we have had, I think the people really they need help. Looking at the kind of community they find themselves in, competing with other students in big towns without such experience, it's something else. So. I think they need help.
So we also went for fishing. What was interesting about the fishing? I saw you pulling, but I realized you were only acting like you were pulling, but
no. Elijah, I was actually pulling. I actually realized that my palm I was feeling pains in my palm, meaning those going for fishing, they go through a lot before we get fish to eat. When I was dragging the nets, I saw how painful my palm was.
So we have a challenge here, so we have to paddle back to the community. The engine has stopped working, so we have to go back and fix it. I was a bit scared anyway. In fact, yeah. In fact, we have to tell them to go back so that the engine will be fixed. Yes, it's not something that you should be joking with. So we are struggling to get back to the community to fix the engine before. Sir, you how was the feeling?
Yes, actually, it's something that is very terrible. I actually put fear to myself, but we thank God so far. But our life has saved. I'm very saved. So the only advice is to go back.
And fix the engine.
To fix the engine.
So you can see the guy is paddling. You see, the engine is not working anymore. It has stopped. So he has to paddle for us to go back. Well, Sakina was scared. She was very scared. But she pretended that we're the only one scared. You can see her.
I was just calm. You were afraid.
That's what you would say. Because I saw you holding each side of the canoe, indicating that some amount of fear in her. But we are going back. You can see we are going back. Anytime we get to the end, you can see they are standing over there waiting for us. So we'll get there. See our chief then, the man paddling. It's not an easy job at all. We'll be there soon. All right, Charlie. So that has been the day. We have made good use of the day. In fact, we've learned a lot today. And I'm sure that when you get to see some of these stories that we have done here, you would admire, you will be excited that there are people living somewhere who need absolute help. They need absolute help. And so when you are requesting, when you are looking for help, or when you are urging anyone to help you, then you should put it at the back of your mind that there are people living here who need help more than you. You are lucky, very lucky that you have. So that's it.
So like joke, if it were a pregnant woman that was in labor and then they want to carry.
There's a woman that was Saturday delivered here just at the shoulder. She's in labor. So it was not the right process. So maybe the suffering was going through. She couldn't walk. Yes, Saturday. Yes,
Okay, so we are going back again. It has been fixed, and we are going back. In the next few minutes, we'll be in Dubai. So you can see, we are now going back. Thank God, everything has been fixed. Say something. Say finally we got.
Finally, we have gotten home. In fact, I was bragging, said I was not afraid. Everything inside of me was gone. But now my mouth is back. So we are almost there. We thank God for giving us a safe journey. It wasn't easy. A lot of fears inside us, but finally, we are home.
Yeah, we are home. We are home. It was not easy, but you know, experience is good, and we share a lot of them so that you could learn lessons from these experiences. Thank you for watching. That's it for the day. We'll catch you some other time with another exciting journey. So, sir, your last message to them, just goodbye them and then.
Yeah, actually, good afternoon once again. That is the issues we are encountering. But actually, as you said, as Alhaji has said, the people's message to us, he actually need a very serious help that we have to look out for them to save their life from these dangers. Thank you very much.
All right, Sakina. Sakina is here.
Yeah. So we thank God for everything and with the experiences we've had. I think the world needs to hear the story and then support